Hey guys, welcome to ReligionWinked TV. I'm your host Drew, and my spiritual ears stay. Hold on one second. I left the bell. Okay, so we're back. Now, guys, I guess you're wondering why I'm standing in my kitchen talking to you all about essential workers. Well, during this whole coronavirus thing, I've been watching how people have been bigging up essential workers and how people have been, praising them per se. And it was a little concerning to me because there is an alarming rate of narrative going around that the prisons, the nursing homes, the homeless shelters, hospitals, things of that nature are being affected and infected by essential workers. So I just want to bring awareness to some of the things that I do in a time of need such as these, some of the things that I've been doing before Corona, some of the things that I had, wished would have went off the shelves way before toilet paper, okay? Because we did used to wear cloth diapers. Don't act like that everything we had was made to flush down the toilet or be thrown away. No, there was a generation that used cloth diapers, rewashed them, reused them. I'm just saying. So I would have preferred if more people would have got some of these essential workers here on my countertop off the shelves and in their homes more so than actual toilet paper. These things can save your life. Toilet paper can't. It can give you a clean ass, but what else can it do besides that? I know some of you take the wrapper and the cardboard and roll it up to smoke your joints and your blunts and your weed and stuff, but that may save your life depending on what you may be dealing with or going through in this world. But realistically, what the hell can toilet paper do for you? But there's some essential products here, such as collaborators. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Such as collaborators, transporters, police, nurses, doctors, healthcare industry, cleaners. I bet a lot of you have forgotten about your cleaners during this whole coronavirus thing. See, cleaners have to be out there while this whole world is at a standstill. They should be out there cleaning up stuff, right? The cleanup woman is a woman who gets all the love these girls leave behind. The reason I know so much about her is because she cleaned up a man of mine. And that's what the hell these cleaners have to do out there. So when they first proposed that this whole country shut down because of the coronavirus, I said for 2 weeks, have everybody stay home, go sanitize every square inch of this planet, and then reintroduce us back into the world with proper testing. But now it's alleged that the testing may even have the coronavirus in it. It's, there is talk that they want to come up with the antibody. It's narrative out there that the vaccine itself is the coronavirus. And I do have a copy of a patent from the Pure Bright Foundation, allegedly ran by Bill Gates, that shows it's for the coronavirus, that shows it was published in 2017, that shows they've been working on it since like 2007, that shows the names of the CDC and people allegedly involved in this pandemic, wicked pandemic, to be responsible. So, before we get into, oh, and there's one more category. Universal solvent. Universal solvent. So, I have all of the things here. I know you guys, you can probably see the lemon here. Lemon juice, excuse me. There's some things I want to get into over here, and I have them categorized. Hopefully, I'll be able to show you each category, or if not, I'll have to explain to you exactly what it is. Before I do that, one of the essential workers that really caught my attention, I heard it this morning, April 21st, 2020. How I know it's April 21st is the day after 420, which you can't remember that? Matter of fact, how Betty Wright say, alright, I'm going to give y'all a little while longer to think back, because I know some of y'all have to think back further than others. She said, how she said, I'm going to give you a little while to play, because I don't want you talking about I'll play and catch up. How the hell she say, that's my favorite song, and why am I dense to it right now? Oh my God. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Hold on. Lyrics to Betty Wright. Tonight is the night. Not after the pain. She said, I know I gotta give y'all a little while longer to think, because some of y'all have to think back a little bit further than others. But I don't want y'all talking about, hold on. She said, I want y'all to play catch up, because I don't want y'all to talk about, hold on. Now I remember. Some of y'all can't even remember that 420 was yesterday, is what I'm trying to freaking say, because y'all was so high out y'all damn mind. That's why I keep reminding y'all that today is 421. Alright, guys. So, that's something like what Betty Wright said. Go listen to the song Tonight is the Night, and you'll see what I'm trying to say. Because she was talking about to the audience. She said, now I know some of y'all done had sex before, right? And she's saying basically it been so damn long ago. Some of y'all need a little bit more time to think about when and where was your first time than others. But she don't want you talking about, oh, hold on now. Oh, yeah, now I remember. That should be right front center. The first time someone made you a woman or helped you become a man. Essential workers, guys. I'm going to go ahead and try to wrap it up. Oh, yeah. We doing some time here. We getting along, right? So, basically, check this out, okay? Check this out. I have my little tie shirt on here, so it's, it's causing all the attention to go where it should go. I got my little beads on. I have my little jegging jeans on, my little legging jean materials. And I got tube socks on with some slippers. And the jewelry is just stacked beads to kind of bring out the shirt. You guys know anything about fashion, it's not about how much something costs. It's how much you make something look when you put it on, okay? So with that being said, the essential worker who caught my attention today, and I'm kind of glad God has me sit on things and don't rush to do commentary, because I could have said any one of these essential workers. Hell, you could have considered me an essential worker, considering the jobs that I do, right? But I've been off work since March 13th and March 17th from both my part-time jobs, by the grace of God. But you can consider anybody out here the best essential worker from any of the categories I listed to you, which is collaborators, transporters, paramedics, and things of that nature. Collaborators are people who blend together with other organizations and entities to try to help the situation. You have the police, of course, 911. You have nurses, doctors, the healthcare industry. right? The police are like to protect and to serve and to detain and to arrest, right? You have nurses that kind of heal, they nurture, and they're grounded with nature, right? I always consider LPNs loving, people, nurturing. It's pretty cool, guys. I have a pin that I made in nursing school that says that. I think I showed it in one of my videos. But then you also have the cleaners, which act as astringents and come through and sanitize and disinfect everything. Then you have universal solvent. This is like the lifesaver of all essential workers, right? But this really caught my attention today, guys. We're going to hear a story about a doctor named Armen, A-R-M-E-N Henderson, out of Florida, Miami University. He's a doctor. He got involved with this organization called Dream something. And you're going to hear it. If not in the audio I'm about to play, when I come back to do the state-to-state coverage video that's going to go on right after this one, with a little break in between to kind of refresh and regroup, we're going to talk about more of the organization he got involved with and why he got involved with it. But what I want you to hear in this particular video is how he was detained, a black man, a black doctor, for being in a neighborhood, which is predominantly a Cuban neighborhood, but him and his family is the only black family on the block. Now, if you don't hear that in this video, you will hear it in the video to come, okay? But his plight is right now is that a police officer with no mask on, no barrier whatsoever, saw him standing outside of his van in his neighborhood in front of his house loading supplies. Look, I thought it said stop recording. Loading supplies to go help the homeless in an area called Overton in Florida, where 2 miles from Fisher Island is like the lowest cap income is like $250,000. These people can't get tested, but yet Fisher Island can. These people can't get clean water, but yet Fisher Island can. And it's like Fisher Island don't give a damn about Overton, and they're less than 2 miles apart. So this doctor got confronted for being in his van, going out there trying to help these people, yo. Are you serious? Excuse me. So even outside of myself, Armen, kind of like Armand, but it's Armen Henderson is my essential worker of the day. And here's why, guys. Now, this is the lady that did the interview. And this is what the interview entailed us.
Before the officer finally released him, on Saturday, Miami police chief has ordered an internal investigation into the incident. The officer involved has not been identified. The encounter sparked widespread outrage and comes as African-American men report fears of increased racial profiling when they're following the CDC's suggestion that people wear masks in public.
Okay.
To speak with Dr. Armen Henderson, an internal medicine physician.
Hold on. So I think I got 2 recordings. Hold on, guys. No. Okay. Let me see if that was the right recording, because I have 2. Okay. So basically, let's go ahead and finish listening.
Medicine at the University of Miami, also
this is Dr.
He was recently profiled by the Miami Herald.
Dr.
To Democracy Now, Dr. Henderson.
Armen
what you were doing
Henderson. Listen.
And then what happened?
Yeah, so I.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Guys, I'm gonna have to pull up that footage. Oh my God, and go back and find it, because oh. Thank God 420 over with, right? Because I damn sure remember what happened now. I only took this little bit of footage right here.
Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The Quarantine Report. I'm Amy Goodman. We're broadcasting from the epicenter of the pandemic, New York City, but we're going to end today's show in Florida, where the Miami Police Department is under fire after a video surfaced of an officer handcuffing and detaining an African-American doctor outside his home on Friday. The man, Armen Henderson, was wearing a mask and preparing for a volunteer shift helping protect homeless people from the spread of COVID-19 when a patrol car pulled up to his home. Surveillance video from Dr. Henderson's house shows him loading a van with supplies before the encounter. Dr. Henderson says the police officer handcuffed him after accusing him of littering and then asking for identification, which Henderson did not have on him. The officer was not wearing a mask. Dr. Henderson was. He had to yell to his wife inside their home to present identification before the officer finally released him. On Saturday, Miami Police Chief has ordered an internal investigation into the incident. The officer involved has not been identified. The encounter sparked widespread outrage and comes as African-American men report fears of increased racial profiling when they're following the CDC's suggestion that people wear masks in public. For more, we go to Miami to speak with Dr. Armen Henderson, an internal medicine physician, assistant professor of medicine at the University of Miami, also an organizer with Dream Defenders. He was recently profiled by the Miami Herald. Welcome to Democracy Now!, Dr. Henderson. Tell us in your own words what you were doing on Friday, and then what happened.
Alright, so if you want to hear the rest of that story, please show up to the video that's called State to State Coverage. I realize why I did that now, right? Because I have the rest of the conversation, you all, on audio, not video, okay? So, in the audio, this lady really has a candid conversation with him about, did he get an apology from the police? What's his stance on what happened? You know, what kind of work he does. So we're going to get in, we're going to bring that all up. Again, my essential worker here is none other than Armen Henderson, okay? If I have his name right. I want to go ahead. I see we're about 17 minutes in, almost 18 minutes in. I want to go ahead and wrap this up. I don't want it to go too long. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the essential workers that I've been planning to share with you here at home. So the first ones because they're plural, collaborators. It's not no specific order, but the way I have it written here, collaborators are people willing to just jump in and help out where needed, work with any organization, any doctors, any nurses, any Salvation Armies and CDCs and the WHO organizations around the world, okay? If they're honest collaborators, they just will not collaborate with the Chinese, Dr. Fauci, aka Dr. Anthony Fauci, and Bill Gates and Obama, okay? You won't collab with them, okay? Anyway, we're going to get into it in the state-to-state coverage. This little phone of mine has a lot of footage, and I keep saying, Lord, why I always run out of storage? He's like, because your phone is constipated. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said it's full of dung. I said, what the heck you mean by that? It's crap in there you don't need. So we're going to empty out this phone and have some original content as to why I took the screen recording or took the video footage. But we're going to empty out my phone with some of these stories, especially Dr. Armen Henderson, who is worth talking about, who I am glad I took the footage and listened to the interview and, learned something from his plight, his trials that he's going through with the Miami, Florida Police Department. Profiling him for no reason. Unmasked. Can you imagine that these people want us to be masked up? mask on. But yet the White House, they 2 to 3 feet apart, not 6 to 8. They go up and touch that microphone, the podium, each other, no mask. The police are doing it. But yet we're the ones out here spreading it. Essential workers have to be more responsible and accountable for the hospitals, the nursing homes, the prisons, the school system, districts, and all these other things that's been affected because of their lack of knowledge. Oh no, everything you learn in school you don't do on the floor. People get overpressured, underworked, stressed out, and they start trying to find shortcuts to get their jobs done, okay? And so I found that a lot of essential workers are just in it for the money. A lot of people don't want to lose pay, so they didn't take the time off. Some of them got sick and didn't admit to being sick because they didn't want to lose their livelihoods. And a lot of people's lives were affected, okay? So now, here we go, guys. Collaborators. Let's see. Which one says collaborators? Alright, so I have a little list, a note here. It says, collaborators mix with others to work better. And the first thing we're going to have is some coffee. And I do have a video coming up sometime today, a live stream, where we're going to talk about coffee and the effects it has on certain human beings, okay? But coffee, you can use it for a face scrub, you can mix it with honey, you can mix it with all kinds of different things. You can mix it with cream and sugar. And it'd be good for the body like I have right here. But it's definitely a collaborator. It's something you can mix with other things. Excuse me. Tea tree oil. Not really sure. I would mix it with like shampoos and conditioners and things of that nature. I'm not really sure if people eat tea tree oil. I'm not sure. But I know I would mix it with honey and do a face scrub or a scalp scrub or a body scrub. So it's very good in that way. Also, we have here white vinegar. Mixed with water. It could be used as some people use apple cider vinegar as a way to flush out the body. Lemon juice here. Lemon juice could be used to take bath with. You mix it with baking soda. Take a nice bath. It exfoliates. It attacks the body odor and things of that nature. So stuff like this you have in your cabinet, guys, right here, as you can see, right here in this area. These are your collaborators. These are your essential workers like Dr. Armen, who was willing to leave his Miami of University. He didn't leave it, but extend from beyond that to come back into the ghettos to help people such as homeless people who are being overlooked and affected the hardest in this whole corona stuff. So these are your collaborators. So next we have transporters. And transporters carries to and from, okay? These will be like your paramedics, your Medicaid cabs and transportations, and some people have to be transported from downstate New York to upstate New York via hearse, buses, all kind of things. They have like 18-wheelers sitting outside the hospital here as a morgue. So people are being transported differently nowadays. But some of the transporters that, and like I said, this isn't in any particular order, but some of the transporters I like for my body, and like I said, I had special essential workers, that was doing the damn thing. But until I heard what happened to Dr. Armen Henderson, I was blown away. I was like, he is my essential worker. Along with A little bit of sage, guys. I love sage. Has some very beneficial properties. A lot of you think you can burn sage and chase the demons away. I like to sprinkle a little bit of ground sage in the corners of my house and keep a mellow spirit about me. Has nothing to do with these so-called demons you can burn away with sage and all this other stuff. But it's good for cooking. It's good for the body. I love making homemade dressing, cornbread dressing. And sage is one of the things I use. And I'm sure there's so many other benefits. Also, we have cumin. Sprinkle a little on your eggs, a little on your oatmeal. I know it sounds crazy, but just to get it, sprinkle some on your fruit, your vegetables, cook it, whatever. It's good for your skin. It's a lot of things you can do with cumin, okay? And remember, these are transporters. These are things that help take the nutrients in your body, flush out certain toxins, and help get the nutrients to the cells, okay? Ginger. Ginger is pretty cool, and I don't buy any particular products. I mean, I'm a budgetista, believe you me. I'll go to the Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Walmart. Ginger. I take some with baking soda. I'm working on teeth whitening therapy right now. I take some with toothpaste, baking soda, put it all in like a cup or palm of my hand, mix it, blend it together, brush my teeth with it. It leaves a fresh breath, and it also helps with whitening the teeth. Along with cinnamon, it freshens the breath. I mean, it's just the amazing I want to say antioxidant. Like, it just helps, flushes, it cleanses, it stabilizes, regulates. Ginger is amazing. Cinnamon is even more amazing. Okay, guys? Cayenne pepper. Not a big cayenne pepper eater. Don't like spicy, hot, spicy foods. But I will put this with honey, lemon, hot water, right? And it's like a cleanser. It will flush out toxins, and it will help you go to the bathroom, guys. So if you ever feel full or bloated or anything like that, you guys better get with this cayenne pepper, because it works. And of course, we have honey. Honey mixed with brown sugar, mixed with coffee, makes a very good cleanser for the face. Also, honey just has that pure rawness to it that's just good for the body. The Bible talks about our words being sweet like the honeycomb, right? And there is a lot of good benefits with honey. I suggest taking a teaspoon of it every day. It helps with a lot of things going on in your body. It's a stabilizer, regulator. It's a transporter. It mixes well. I mean, yeah. It mixes well with other things to actually get the job done. So, invest in some honey. And then for relaxation, I know we're talking about transporting people, but you get tired at the end of the day. All this back and forth, to and fro. You need to relax. A little bit of chamomile tea. I'm a coffee drinker in the morning, you know, for my drink of choice. But when I want to relax, tea is the way to go. Even though I can drink a cup of coffee right before bed and still go to sleep. Things will only affect you if you allow it. You will only condition yourself to be affected by these things because of what you heard and believed through society. I say just because it makes other people batshit crazy and full of anxiety and they can't go to sleep with coffee right before bed, that's them. I'm going to train and teach myself differently. So, those are your transporters, okay? So, we have the collaborators and we have the transporters. Next, we have the police. The police job is to arrest, serve, detain, and protect. Let's say it protects and serve people, arrest and detain the criminals, right? So a lot of times when it comes to dry skin, police will be the moisturizers. Okay? So what the moisturizers are going to do, they're going to protect your skin from the damaging effects of the sun for some people, because for other people, vitamin D is the only way we really can get the sun. And how does that, it's like a oxymoron, right? The sun damages our skin, but yet the sun is what we really need to get the vitamin D, which causes a lot of breakdown of the immune system, the hormonal balance in us, the mood swings, the sweats, the whatever is going on. It has a lot to do with the lack of vitamin D. So we are going to get right into the police. Now, I should have named the nurses police, because we all know vitamins, right? They protect, they serve, they detain, and they arrest the body so that our cells are replenished, right? And full of nutrients. But I want them to be the nurses, okay? Speaking of vitamin D, I think I would mention the vitamins now, which are right here. But we're going to consider them the nurses, okay? And we're going to talk about stuff like coconut oil, which is a great organic, 100% pure coconut oil, if you guys can see that. It's good for the skin. It's a moisturizer. It protects your skin. It serves your skin well. It detains the dryness, and it arrests any cracks and things you may get into your skin. This is what the moisturizers do. This is what the police do, okay? So for $1, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get this coconut moisturizing cream. I mix that with a little baby Vaseline, and I do that at night for my face, my feet, my hands, my elbows. Sometimes I put Vaseline on and sleep with socks. It's a good moisturizer and a good way to arrest and detain dead skin, dry skin, right? Build up on your feet. So these are very cool here. Of course, baby oil is a good police, is a good moisturizer, is a good protector, a server, a detainer, and an arrestor. Now, I have other lotion in the house, but Dermacell, I just want to show you lotion. It doesn't matter how much lotions cost, believe it or not. If you mix it with Vaseline or baby oil, it should get the job done. Okay, so moving right along. That's 3 categories: collaborators, transporters, and police. Okay? Collaborators, they work well. They work well with other people, other entities to get the job done. Transporters, they are the essential workers that carry to and fro. And the police, they detain, protect, serve, and arrest. Okay, so moving right along to the nurses, guys. This is getting good. And we're only like 33 minutes in. So we have 3 more categories to go. I don't want to go over an hour. This is very beneficial. I want to take a break and come back so we can do state-to-state coverage, hear more about Dr. Armen Henderson and his running with the unmasked police who put handcuffs on him, y'all. Because of what? That damn racial profiling. That's what. So anyway, nurses. As I was telling you earlier, nurses are going to be the vitamins. It's nature. Matter of fact, mine's is called Nature. Nature's vitamin, if you can see. It's nature. It's healing. It's boosting the cells, boosting the lives of other people that come in the hospital that need the help of the healthcare industry. And my greatest thing is nurture. Nurturing the cells back to life. Nurturing the patients back to life, right? So there's different vitamins that you all can take. We have a vitamin E. That's good. Skin, hair, nails. Vitamin D. Again, a lot of people are suffering without vitamin D, okay? And I get all these from the Dollar Tree. I don't make a big stink about what brand it is or anything like that. We have the Fit and Trim Raspberry Ketones. You know, try to keep the stomach down. Try to, you know, keep my weight down a little bit because I don't exercise as much as I should, but I do. We have a woman's one a day, right? We also have a Super B complex, right? B vitamins, the thyroids, the sluggishness, the unable to metabolize your food and digest and all of that definitely is a lack of B vitamins, guys. So, acidophilus tablets, right? If you ever worked in a nursing home, you know that most elderly people have a problem with their food not being able to digest. And it helps with flatulence, which is pooting, gas, farting, whatever you guys want to call it, right? And then there's it helps with the good flora and the bad flora. In your stomach, in your gut, you have good and bad bacteria. Sometimes the bad bacteria, depending on what you eat, any medications, any illnesses you may have going on in your gut, outweighs the good flora. And then you have that smell, you have extra gas, you have all this other stuff going on. Acidophilus tablets. And what I realized was I love milk. I love dairy. It makes me gassy, so I have to counteract it. So when I realized to take a little acidophilus, and it definitely, it's like a probiotic. It helps balance you out, okay? And then I just add in one for hair, skin, and nails. Because as you age, I'm 52 now, you lose collagen, you lose that spring back skin, you start the year. I don't know, I'm going to do a video called Old Hands, Young Face, y'all. Because I don't know what it is, but people's hands get old first. Anyway, we're going to move right on. We did the collaborators, transporters, police, the nurses. And I was telling you, I have a pen that I did in nursing school called Loving People Nurturing are what LPNs are to me, okay? All nurses, all people who can, you know, sacrifice themselves to help other people, okay? So, with that being said, cleaners. Now we get into cleaners, okay? And here, cleaners are astringents, okay? They clean us up. They like to clean up. Woman is a woman who gets all the love these girls leave behind. The reason I know so much about her is because she picked up a man of mine. But that ain't what we talking about right now. If women is taking your man from you, check yourself. Right now, we're talking about the United States National Guard and every other damn military out here sanitizing shit for 2 weeks straight. Shut it down. Sanitize from top to bottom. The whole goddamn world. I know that's impossible, but do the best you can. And then reintroduce us back into society. But I bet you there's not that much cleaning going on. How I know is because the school I work alongside, about 11 kids in one class got freaking sick. Who does that back in December or January? Shut the damn school down and freaking sanitize. And let me just say, I never witnessed this one child ill. But during the colder months, she started getting a ride to school, and I didn't see her and her grandmother much. And then I saw her right before the shutdown, March 13th, of schools here in New York State. I saw her and her mother. And I'm like, hey, Isabella, how are you? How's your grandmother? They said she went back to China. So, baby, it's possible. One thing I know, by the grace of God, no one I have been in contact with in the last year have gotten sick, have claimed they gotten sick, have came back to me, especially the last 4 to 5 months, especially say since October, because I was hearing reports of this coronavirus October of last year. That's what kind of made me think when these children, 11 children in one class got sick, like there's got to be something going on. Sure enough. So anyway, we're going to move on to how to clean this shit up, okay? Now, when people were out buying toilet paper, again, I've always had these things in my house, but I made sure there was enough peroxide, okay? Because a lot of your base ingredients that you're going to see, such as bleach, which actually somewhere on the back of here, and I'm definitely going to point it out to you on the back of the Lysol container here, is that it protects against the coronavirus. I'm just going to scan this around to the back for you guys to see it, but I don't have my glasses over here. You can see it's little, but there's somewhere around here where it says it protects against the coronavirus, okay? So they've been knowing about this. They just didn't start printing Lysols. I've had this before the coronavirus breakout. I have one in the car. I have one upstairs. I have one on this floor. I have one under the sink. These are good to have with children who generally contract and get every damn thing that's under the sun. And you got to take care of it, guys. So, also, we have alcohol. Primary base of sanitizer. Can save your life, people. One of the greatest essential workers in the world. Another thing slept on is witch hazel. Now, you know, if the doctor, when women have babies, right, and they kind of rip down below, that light over the stove is getting hot right now, y'all. But, and they kind of rip and tear from childbirth. The doctor will have you sit on this little ring and soak, and he'll tell you to put witch hazel preps and things down there of that nature to help you heal with the stitches. It's a soother. But also a cleanser at the same time, because you don't get infected down there below when your stitches are trying to dissolve, or back in the old days, trying to heal themselves so they can be removed. Now we have these dissolvable stitches, right? Well, at least they did when I had my 3 children. Alright, so that's your cleaners. I think the world is missing the mark. Government is missing the mark with cleaning, with sanitizing. There's a difference between disinfecting and sanitizing and being clean. So we have to go back to Sanitary 101. So we got the collaborators, the transporters, police, nurses, cleaners. Oh, okay. So we have this other category here. I really didn't title, but we're gonna call it health and beauty. Like, I have this Moroccan oil here. It smells really good. It's just a freshener for the hair. I mean, when you're quarantined, you want to look good, you want to feel good. And then sometimes you just want to lounge and wind down and take all of this shit off and just, you know, chill for the day, right? But you definitely want to smell good. That's a essential worker, I believe we all should be striving for. Deodorant is good in a time like this. This is the Degree. Costs about $1.95 at Walmart. These right here, okay? are essential workers. Don't you know heart attacks still exist? Cancer, all these other diseases and contagions that have infiltrated our space here in the earth, right? All of these things still exist, but nobody is talking about plaque and keeping your teeth floss, because plaque can build up, clog up your arteries. It won't allow the vitamins that you take, the police, to come in and do its job, because everything is blocked up and there's a barrier up, right? Because you allowed the plaque and all this other stuff. So just stay mindful to, again, $1 from the Dollar Tree. It's these little toothpicky thingies, right? And you just get in there. You get in there. Okay? That's that. And then, again, okay, of course, toothpaste. Now, this isn't the only toothpaste I have. It's Ultra Bright. It's $1 from the Dollar Tree. But this is the toothpaste I will mix with baking soda and ginger, as I was telling you earlier, and make a great toothpaste that way. It is the toothpaste I will mix with peroxide and baking soda to enhance it. I do have the Crest tooth whitening system in there because I told you I've been working on tooth whitening therapy. But Dollar Tree has a lot of name brand health and beauty essential workers that we can use today. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and move right into what I consider the universal solvent. It brings it all together, okay? And for starters, it's eyelashes. Damn it. Right before Corona, my daughter had ordered these from China. She was like, Mom, you gonna wear them? I'm like, bitch, you giving them to me? Why you giving them to me? You trying to insinuate you want me to get the Corona in my eyes? But no, eyelashes, essential workers. I mean, when I had my last child over almost 27 years ago in another week, another 8 days, right? I lost all hair here, here. So it's been a journey, okay? Eyelashes, eyebrows. So essential worker for me is just to keep my eyes did up. I don't have to have the eyeliner and all that shadow and stuff, but I do like eyelashes. So through the Corona, just having my eyelashes done, being able to do them myself, put them on here at home, has helped me get through the pandemic. Okay, so another thing, guys, we have what's called Loren. Sophia Loren by Cody. Very beautiful smell. I love this. Back in the 80s, me and my cousin Donna, we used to rock this, right? So it's like a sweet savoring smell unto the Lord. Now, this video is not sponsored, right? And it's not really a sweet savoring smell. I know he loves the smell of it, of course, but what's the sweet savoring smell to the Lord is righteousness, guys. Righteousness. How you choose to be in right standing with the Most High God and His commandments, His judgments, His laws, His statutes, and His word, okay? And His Son, Yeshua the Christ. So, being that this is not a paid promotion for Loren, if you can see that, Sophia Loren by Cody, guys, I will give the 800 subscriber, I will order, this cost me $89. I forget what the size of it is on here, but I will gift you, I will order it off of the site I ordered it from, and I will mail it to you. It's just a giveaway, guys. Like I said, I'm here to give, not take. But you know, God says when you give, men shall give unto you. Pressed down, running over, shaking together, shall men give unto your bosom. And I'm here to receive mine because I know I've gave. I know that I've been an inspiration to people around the world. So I'm trying to inspire you with this sweet savoring smell that goes up to the nostrils of the Lord. And definitely have men trying to knock down your damn door or ring off your telephone trying to figure out what's that's cooking in the kitchen. Oh my God. Essential workers today, baby. And Loren by Cody is an essential worker for me. And also Versace. But my son, blue jeans, but my son took it. He gave it to me. And he came back and said, mine smells so good. He took the shit back, y'all. So those are my two essential things right there that, you know. And of course a good pair of earrings, a little jewelry, a nice hairdo. Not that I have to, because I really have just been getting in touch with the universe during this whole Corona. I'm going to start calling this shit Rona, because I told you in the last video, it's a bunch of pompous ass men that even named it Corona with a female gender, as if it's a female agenda to destroy the world, when we know God created the woman to be fruitful, replenish the world, and multiply it. So who the hell are they to come behind God and try to knock us off our throne as being the light bearers and the child bearers of this goddamn world? And with that being said, I don't want to forget anything, but brown sugar is like a universal. This shit hard as hell, y'all. Brown sugar is like a universal solvent in my house. It's like Robitussin and duct tape, right? Use it for everything. It's like Vicks, right? You grew up in the 70s and 80s with a mama like mine. Vicks, Robitussin, duct tape, baby oil. That's why I'm so fond of this right here. A couple years back, maybe 5 now, 6 years ago, I had a van, right, that I paid $500 for, but I'm the queen of secondhand vehicles on Craigslist, getting them in good shape, right? But it was rusted a little bit, so I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay any attention to that. I needed to get around, right? So talk about being humble. And I know some people wouldn't dare get in this beat up car like I did for $500. But I remember an old Jamaican told me a beat up car is better than a dress up walk, baby. Walk, 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 walk. And I ride right on past your ass, especially in the wintertime. Be like, damn, look at that beat up car, but shit, I bet she warm. Anyway, my system, especially by one who wasn't